Yes.
What do you hope people will take away from the book after they've read it?
Well, my main thing was that sometimes, I mean, we all are flawed people. We all make mistakes. We all make poor choices in life for various reasons. Sometimes because we just don't make the right choice sometimes, and you have to learn how to forgive yourself, and that's what Scout struggles with. Is that she's so full of shame and guilt for much of her life because of what happened to her. There's a sense for young girls especially too, and probably anybody, a boy too, who's been taken advantage of by somebody. You carry an immense amount of shame, and you carry that in your life. It becomes a part of who you are. And so, there's a point where you have to make peace with that and forgive yourself and forgive the person who did it to you. And so sometimes you need to give yourself a break, and you hope that it doesn't take your whole life to do it. So that's what I hope people take from it.
Dawn,
Yes.
do you have an idea for your second book?
Actually, I'm writing two more. I got about 80% written, my second one, and that one's called Good Buddy. And it also takes place in North Carolina, and it's going to be about a young man who kind of has a dark secret, and he is a criminal defense attorney in Fayetteville. He's small time though. He's not with a big firm. No billable hours for him. He falls in love with a young widow that he meets. She's an army widow, and he becomes a stepfather to her daughter. And I think that stepfathers are not talked about enough in our society. There's a lot of men out there who raise other people's children, and like my husband, and they do great things with those kids, and they don't get enough credit for it. They have all the responsibilities, and they don't get any of the rights. And maybe that's the way it should be, but they take on a tremendous amount of responsibility by raising somebody else's child. And I wanted to write a book about a man who does become a stepfather, and he loves his stepdaughter. He has a great relationship with her, and then tragedy strikes. Of course, it's got to be a tragedy in the story, right? Mm-hmm. And then he has to deal with it, and he's confronted with losing his stepdaughter, and how hard that is, and so that's what that book is about. I got a little bit more to write on it, and then I am working on a third book as well, which was inspired by my daughter and her unique relationship with a boy that she met on a cruise ship almost 4 years ago. And he's from Scotland, and she is still friends with him, and they communicate by FaceTime and social media, and they're still friends. And one time, his name is Sam, and he's on his gap year right now. He's in between high school and University of, I think he's going to University of Glasgow. And he, for some reason, I was talking to Sam. Maybe it was when my daughter was talking to him on FaceTime, and he said, "You should write," he said this in Scottish brogue, he said, "You should write a book about a girl who meets a Scottish boy on a ship." And I was like, "That's a good idea, Sam." And so I did start that one, but I haven't gotten very far on it. Obviously, I'm working on the other one, but I had a really good plan for that one, and that might be a young adult novel instead of the broader genre, but I do have a lot of great ideas. Like, I'm going to make him a Steelers fan. I'm going to make him a Steelers fan, and he's a rugby player, and but he's real interested in the Steelers because the Steelers are America's team.
That's right.
Sorry, Patriots fans. But anyway, I mean, I have a lot of really good ideas about that one, and the girl will be from North Carolina, and my daughter will probably think it's her, but it's not going to be her, but it might be like her. But so if anybody has any ideas, I'm always looking for ideas for new stories. But those are the two that I'm working on.